Ooh. Hello there everyone, this is the Loudmouth 37, and as promised this is my box set shelf. Now again, this isn't all my box sets. As you've seen previously, I have more box sets like the Family Guy Star Wars trilogy, the Saw box set, Final Destination, but these were just the bigger ones, so let's think for convenience sake. Here we have Sylvester Stallone, Rocky the Undisputed Collection, all 6 movies including Rocky Balboa. So, Rocky 2, 3, 4, 5 and, Rocky Balboa. Although many like to call it Rocky 6, I do, so. Okay, Rocky 1's my favourite. Again, before anyone criticises, my personal opinion. Rocky 1 first, then 4, then 6, then 3, then 2, then 5. Yes, I will follow the crowd and say 5 is generally the worst. That's because it is. Although 4 has the best soundtrack, even though it's the only one that doesn't have the soundtrack done by Bill Conti. So, this is the Baz Luhrmann's Red Curtain trilogy, which, it's a good box set for that case, but not while I'm trying to hold my phone with one hand. It has Moulin Rouge, Romeo and Juliet, the modern one with Leonardo DiCaprio and Claire Danes, Strictly Ballroom, and Behind the Red Curtain, which is a basically special features thing. I haven't seen Strictly Ballroom yet. The Romeo and Juliet's pretty good modernised in my opinion, and Moulin Rouge is just, one second, sorry for the camera, Moulin Rouge is really good. Thoroughly recommend Moulin Rouge there. Good film. Sorry about the darkness there, that might happen a lot if I have to get films out and in. Harry Potter, the complete 8-film collection. I remember seeing this one, the first one, Philosopher's Stone, when I was a kid. I was about 5 years old, and it terrified me, but I went on. I've seen all of the films in the cinema, and when the last one finished, I truly felt like, the end of an era, as such. You got Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2. These are all, it's actually on 4 cases with 2 discs inside, so, now this is one of my newer ones, but it's also one of my favourites. Bond 50. This, released in 2012, all the James Bond films. And I saw Skyfall in the cinema, so I wanted to get into Bond, so let's have a look. The original, from 1962, Dr. No, from Russia with Love, Goldfinger, Thunderball, You Only Live Twice, and that brings, You Only Live Twice is the last of the original Connery movies, because he left at first after Higher Pay after 1967. So this one, on Her Majesty's Secret Service, was played by George Lazenby in 1969, who wasn't very good. And it gave Bond a wife, that film, but she was killed off anyhow. But then Connery returned for Diamonds Are Forever, the first, now currently 12 rated one, many of the others are PG. Then Roger Moore takes over in 1973 with Live and Let Die, Man with the Golden Gun, The Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, which I've just finished watching today, Octopussy, which is probably the most bizarrely titled Bond film. That one, we can't see it, is A View to a Kill, which is the last of the Roger Moore films. And you go into Timothy Dalton, who did The Living Daylights in 1987, and License to Kill in 1989. License to Kill is a rated 15, so I'm wondering to see how violent it actually is. Then you move on to Brosnan, which many consider to be the best Bond. GoldenEye, again, a 15. Tomorrow Never Dies, The World Is Not Enough, and Die Another Day. Then you move on to Daniel Craig, who I grew up with watching Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace, and thankfully there is a space reserved for Skyfall 007, which is released February 18th here in the UK, so any Bond fans, go and pick that up. My aim is to watch remaining films I have, so that's from Octopussy onwards, which is I think 10 films before that comes out, so wish me luck with that, because being a sixth former, I hardly have enough time as it is, what with work, coursework and that. Pardon, I can work a second. With all the coursework going on, not to mention exams. Any of you viewers out there who have been through sixth form or are in sixth form will know how I feel. The Avengers box set, this is my brother's. Got that for Christmas. Sixth form collection. How convenient they've all just spread out for me. We'll go backwards, shall I? Break from the norm. The Avengers, which is excellent. Captain America, the First Avenger, which I thought was really good. Thor, which I haven't seen personally. Iron Man 2, which was okay. Hulk, which is the worst because it's terrible. And the original Iron Man, which is my favourite of the runners up to the Avengers, because you know, again, sorry, you know, all the work Nick Fury or whoever appears in most of the end. It's a good run up. And now finally, the Hammer collection. Yeah, Hammer House of Horror. Anyone in the UK who's old enough should know what I'm on about. You have a little booklet. Gives you details about all the different films. Like, come on, focus. Photography, release date and certificate. Back then they were the ARX. Got some limited edition postcards here, which are just nice, I suppose. They come in these books, which I really like. So here's book 1, which is She, The Nanny, Dracula, Prince of Darkness, Plague of the Zombies, and Rasputin the Mad Monk. So this is like 65, 66. So Hammer was in its, say, peak, its golden period. Although I must say some of what people may consider the better Hammer films might not be on here due to licensing. So, but these are mostly good. So anyway, book 2 got She on there. Or no, sorry, 1 Million Years BC girl. So you got the Reptile, the Witches, 1 Million Years BC, the Viking Queen, which any of you people who watch my Doctor Who videos should know Patrick Troughton's in this movie, and Frankenstein Created Woman. That's book 2. That's about 66, 67, so still in the peak. Here we have book 3, Quatermass in the Pit, which my dad loved watching again with me. Vengeance of She, a not so good sequel to She. The Devil Rides Out, which is quite strange. Prehistoric Women, and Scars of Dracula. And again, Patrick Troughton, the second Doctor Who, is in this. It's about 60... What was the first? Yeah, 67 to 1970. Starting to lose its popularity. I also should mention Peter Cushing, who was Doctor Who in the 2 movies, is in a lot of these. And finally, book 4. Horror of Frankenstein, Blood from the Mummy's Tomb, Stray On Till Morning, which even though it's one of the few 18s is god-awful in my opinion, Fear in the Night, Demons of the Mind, and To the Devil a Daughter. And this was in 1976, this was like Hammer's swan song. But it wasn't that, I didn't find it that captivating, to be honest. The story wasn't particularly gripping. There was something about something coming out this girl's vagina and then crawling back into it. I don't know, it just didn't make much sense. Christopher Lee's good though, but then I like Christopher Lee in whatever he's in, because he's a brilliant actor. He was also in The Man with the Golden Gun as Scaramanga, the James Bond villain. And that is the Hammer collection, which I really like. And I got this for £25 off Amazon. So I highly recommend that. Anyway, this is the Boxset Shelf. Sorry if the camera work... Again, I apologise for the camera being a bit shaky, but what are you going to do? I have one hand free. Anyway, next time I will show you guys my Michael Jackson DVDs. Now, I am a massive, massive Michael Jackson fan. So I just thought I'd like to do a review on DVDs. This could be a 2-parter because at the end, if I don't have time, then I'll show you, in this video after this, my massive case of DVDs. Those hardcore Michael Jackson fans that know what I'm talking about. See you later, guys!